Hello everyone, welcome to this video. So today I would like to talk a little bit about the examples that we have on page 9, 11 and also on page 13 of the book Reharmonization Techniques written by Randy Phelps, specifically regarding simple substitution. So let's start with the examples that we have on page 9. So on page 9 we have one original example with one harmony progression showing a tonic function, subdominant function, and tonic function in the original line. And we have two examples of simple substitution using the same functions or harmonic functions, but we change the chords just using chords that they are part of the key or F major, maintaining the same function, but just presenting some different structures. So the function is the same, but the way that we sound will be different, but always respecting. So if we're using a tonic chord, I will use another chord with the same function. And this is the different things that we have in this example and in this example. So now let's listen, the original one and the two adaptations. So please pay attention in the second, in the first example, especially in the second and in the third bar. And in the second example, please pay attention especially in the third bar, so in a way that you can listen and compare with the original example the main differences. So let's go. So now let's listen the first example of simple substitution. And now the second example of simple substitution. So this is what we have on page 9, just showing this specific example. So when we go on page 11, so we start talking about the unwanted B9 or minor 9 intervals that we can have. And when we have a kind of a clash, so when we have in the melody, for example, the F note, but we have in the harmony the B note, we have one clash because we have one unwanted interval in many different ways in terms of the a tritone, but also here we have another problem, exactly the minor ninth, because if we compare and when we play the chord of A minor 7, we have a clash because we have in the chord the E and I have in the melody the F. So I have a minor 9 connecting this note, the E of the chord, in this case this is the fifth of the chord, with the F in the melody, and I created this unwanted minor 9 interval. So this is what we have in the first line, and then we have two examples from the page 13 where we are adapting and we are solving this problem using other strategies. So in this case, we are using some specific simple substitutions when we compare with the first example, but always avoiding the possible clashes that we can have with the melody. And yes, so this is the reason that we try to adapt as much as we can using different functions here. Yes. But again, if you have just a note, just as a kind of just transition is not a problem at all. The problem is when you hit the head of the chord, and at the same time you have a note creating the clash. But you hear the clash only in the first example and not in the other two examples that we are using, as we call a more, we have one faster harmonic rhythm in the two other lines. So let's listen. The first example with the clash, the adaptation using more a faster harmonic rhythm in the second and in the third line. So let's go. Another problem. Now, faster rhythm. Another faster rhythm. Yeah, so this is all. So you had an example with the clash and two examples with faster harmonic rhythm progressions. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in another video. Bye bye.